Grum is the closest one to the vampires.
Well, now that, and he has a new item.
Quit spanking into the Strahd poster.
Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you.
I did too until I just went back and read my notes.
What was a new item? I totally forgot.
Don't worry about it.
You'll find out. Well, you know what? They might not find out. They might just be like, "What's wrong, bro?"
They will when you start moving at speeds that aren't very Hera-like. All right, is everybody connected?
Yes.
Everybody is connected. So to give a quick recap of where we last left off, we had explored some happenings in Phandalin after coming back from Wave Echo Cave. We found some areas where shards might have been, and they were at least partially taken. We had a wonderful, wonderful vision with some various shards that took us back to Echo's childhood home. Days of Echo past, if you will. And we all get to meet a miniature Echo. And it was all quite charming.
What a lovely father.
Yeah, he was a lovely man in a lovely estate. Very, very rich. And now you all know that
Echo can bail us out of jail if need be.
she has
I'm having a
connections.
few problems with the IRS. Can you help a brother out?
So
you buy me a new hilt blade for my axe.
And you need a new one because after that scene, we got into a fight with some psychic slime that destroyed your weapon.
Yeah, we were trying to investigate Cthulhu.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's so good. So as we were investigating Cthulhu, Gwen Orsong did prepare a map to Zorzula's Rest, which the party did agree to go to, and I am assuming that the party is headed that way. Is there anything you would like to do in Phandalin before moving on?
The Smitty is still unavailable, correct?
He is still currently otherwise occupied and out of town for a seemingly good period of time.
You might be able to get a replacement from Barthen's, but that might end up being a long shot.
If you are looking for a hammer, just a plain hammer, you could find another weapon, especially at the Lion Shield Coaster. Barthen is scared of you all, honestly, at this point.
He shouldn't be scared of. He shouldn't be scared of Frampt, though.
Yeah,
he might be scared of him just because now he's affiliated with him.
I mean, you guys have like your own red brand vibe to you, wholeheartedly unearned, of course, wholeheartedly. But Barthen,
I still firmly feel like Barthen's Bane should be our group name.
The group should be Barthen's Provisions.
Be our new headquarters. We just show up and start doing stuff while everyone
reallocate. And the new bastion system is Barthen's Provisions in Phandalin.
So something would be good, but eventually trying to go back into my notes here. So the hilt part, the wood part is living. So I don't know. I need something to get me by for now. So if there's like an old giant, like a hammer, or even like a strong just hunk of metal that the branch could wrap around, is there any like old iron or something like that?
Oh yeah, there's especially at the Miners Exchange. There would be a lot of various ores and irons. It's not uncommon.
The thing is, the materials there would most likely all still be raw materials. So
there would be raw materials. There would be There would be a variety of other stuff too, though. It wouldn't all just be just raw. There'd be potential other weapons for defense or for scouting out around the country. The area around Phandalin is typically dangerous and filled with goblins and bandits, and the miners would know to be armed.
Okay.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea then. If there's nothing useful that looks like I won't get in too much trouble for taking or something, then I'll head to the miners' exchange. That's actually a pretty great idea.
Yeah, you could probably find something that is passable to wrap around.
All right. I like that big hunk of a tree trunk idea. That was badass.
We can work on it.
Let's work on that.
I was gonna say you should
Let's
do
get to-
that, bro.
let's get to
Role
work on
play
that
that shit
later.
out.
Let's get to work on that later. I know. I'm trying to figure out how to initiate that though.
You just enter a forest and
Chop down
in an
some-
opening you see a single tree and it's straight trunk, blah blah blah.
Here's the thing. I would have to find a tree that's already been like hewn. Like I don't want to go. I might chop down a tree for a house or something like that, or if I need
But
to.
not for a weapon, right?
Right. It's nothing like that.
You
That's
wouldn't. Yeah, I get you. Something that's already been touched on.
right. That's why I like his. That's why I like the idea of his current weapon, this kind of living branch or whatever, because it's just instead of he can just use what he finds as opposed to having to like take from anywhere, really.
Okay, so for now,
Let's see if it'll wrap around this shield that I have.
for now, go ahead and give yourself such a weapon in your inventory, and we'll consider the same thing that we kind of did before, where the branch part is magical, but the metal parts are more or less mundane.
Sounds good. All right. So I will use a maul. Yeah.
Every time you say Maul, I want to say Darth Maul, and at some point
Yes.
I will, and don't consider it unexpected. You're going to go like, what the hell is he talking about? In word association, right there.
It's okay. There's so many. It's like an OCD or Tourette's, minor Tourette's thing or whatever, where like if you say something like that, like I will end up saying it under my breath.
Yeah, it's association.
Yeah.
Full on, man.
Okay, so we are set to depart Phandalin and head towards Zorzula's Rest. So we set out. The path forward, Gwen gave you about a day or so before you'd reach it. And the path along the Sword Coast is where you're at is wooded. You've been here several times. The first part of it is almost like you're going back to Wave Echo Cave until you start to deviate a little bit to the south. So the party's here, and the party sets out along this path. So we start heading out towards here, and then we start heading south. And the better part of the day passes without any incident. And I think that unless we want to talk about what we do on our travels, that we can skip to reaching of Zorzula's Rest.
I just want to let the party know that Grum is exhausted. Like, he just looks beat from traveling.
But he does have pretty equipment.
Yes. So,
And we're stronger. We're all level 6 now. I didn't make that up, did I?
No.
no.
I mean-
we are level 6.
I mean, you made up the character, so I mean, there's that.
Don't take him away from my reality, you.
But we didn't have a long rest though, did we?
We would have had a long rest, yes.
Okay.
All right. That's good to know.
Let's approach this with the benefits of a long rest.
right. Hey guys, you like my new hammer? And it's just a big my branch is just wrapped around some ugly hunk of metal.
Yeah, it's actually quite becoming of you. I gotta say, it matches your markings, referring to your body's markings. They're not really like tattoos,
Yeah. I do have tattoos just on my chest. It's but not a lot of tattoos. Just a little bit
You
like
have
under my
you
eyes and a
have
big tree birthmark on my chest.
so you have tattoos that are like actual tattoos. You paid someone to put them on you.
Tribe put them on me when I was little, like tribal stuff. Like
You zealotous harlot.
I have some lines like under my eyes that like kind of go towards my ears. Just like a little line going down my chin. And then just some couple of tribal markings on my arm. They're all like blue, like kind of like a dark royal blue.
Right.
But they all look like they fade in and out because instead of being like one solid like piece, or each one is actually stippled on. And so like the stippling fades. So since he's a cloud giant, it's supposed to has that kind of like airy kind of look to it.
Like a gradient, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not with this because I don't give a fuck about tattoos, but traditional Goliath find marking or piercing your body very taboo.
I've been in the Feywild a little bit.
Yeah, there's that too.
They're also meant to be more shamanistic because he's meant to be more like a shaman than a barbarian. Like barbarian's kind of more like the culture, whereas shaman is more like his role.
Yeah, your whole character, the subclass is kind of flavored with a little bit of druidism.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
So
Okay.
that's really his thing. I didn't know about the tattoos though, because like all the pictures always show them with like tattoos and markings and stuff.
Yeah, they're those types of markings actually they're born with as Goliath.
Gotcha.
That's why they're all unique.
All right. Wish I would have known that.
Oh no, it's fine because I'm sure I probably got myself. Oh no, I am marked up. I have a brand. That's right. So yeah, you're all good, bro.
Sorry, I work called. I had to half listen to you, half listen to them.
It's okay.
But
As
you
long
got
as
you
you
guys.
have listen to them less.
You guys get the better half, I promise. All right, two Zorzula's rest. And by the way, as you're talking about birthmarks and tattoos, somewhere in Phandalin, Nunbro is twitching. Just thinking, just Nunbro.
You're like, someone's thinking about me.
Okay, so slowly the mountainous terrain begins to change. The gray gravel darkens to ash black, and shrubbery becomes dry and sparse. Instead of the brisk cold of the mountain peak, the air starts to warm. Ahead of you rises a tall cliff in which is set a pair of forbidding obsidian doors, the entrance to Zorzula's Rest. And let us go there.
Guys, is it me or are obsidian doors kind of the universal sign of someone bad might be here?
And as we get here, everybody please make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn, I thought we were going to go in the initiative already.
Maybe.
Might as well.
Maybe.
23.
9.
Nyx, your ancestry is a green dragon, right?
Hold on.
Yeah, you picked green dragon. You succeed instantly.
Sweet.
Nice.
So
That roll was
your green dragon ancestry has saved you from being poisoned by the sulfuric ash in the air.
Here we go. I was waiting to see when Nyx's subclass was gonna start playing out.
Yeah.
Okay, as everybody approaches, make a
Spicy.
perception check. The air is spicy, so spicy.
You said perception check?
Yes. Ooh, look at Grum with his 25.
I have to be very observant.
Grum, you notice that there are 2 arrow slits on the sides of the doors, what look to be outposts.
Do they look abandoned?
That is extraordinarily hard to say. There's
Even
no
with a
there's no
natural
lights.
25, huh?
There's no lights in them. Even with a natural 25, there's no lights. I'll roll that into insight a little bit and say that you know that goblins inhabit the camp and that goblins do post outposts. They do post lookouts.
So I'll go ahead and quietly point out those 2 roofs and place a finger over my lip as if to be like a shushing gesture, and then draw a circle in the air signifying like we should probably be careful and maybe even be stealthy going through this place.
Ooh, I
Maybe.
Stealth.
What was that? Someone said something.
Said I am the epitome of stealth.
Really? Your stealth is shit? Don't tell me that, bro.
Said epitome. I'm +5. I have no idea why I'm +5 in stealth. Don't ask me how.
Dude,
but
you're higher than me, so never mind.
How would the group like to proceed?
Mine's only a +1.
You guys plot. I'm gonna bring in the dogs. Plot and think of questions.
Bring in the hounds.
So it depends on how high the roost. We might be able to go up in there through the archery places, whatever you call them. Shit.
Arrow slits.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Thinking here. How do we do this?
I have rope. Does anybody have a grappling hook?
Let me see. Grappling.
I do have a harpoon.
Ooh.
Hey, I have 2 bedrolls. Let's tie them together.
I know, right?
I have
Your
a bedroll.
harpoon might be workable. I'm not sure. I'm sure in game it's probably dealing purely with fishing, huh?
What?
She said she has a harpoon.
I have a hempen.
Hempen
With rope.
rope.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, yeah, I have rope too. We tie the ropes around the harpoon. One of us throws the harpoon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Instead of a grappling hook, we could try to use the harpoon in that very way.
Ooh, I can use my hammer.
Try to climb the rope.
I can use my hammer. We can bend the end of the harpoon into a hook.
What does your hammer have to do with that?
Bend it.
Make it
Bendy,
curve.
bendy. Yeah. Curve the harpoon, the metal part into a hook, so when we throw it up.
What kind of fire spells do you have in your inventory?
I mean, I
Or
could
even
use the
Echo.
firebolt, and we could melt the end into a hook.
What about you, Echo? What other fire-based spells do you have? I'm trying to see if anyone has heat metal, basically.
Heat metal.
I have guidance and spare the dying and cure wounds.
Guidance could come and help. Come in handy.
Yeah, that will come in handy actually.
I have witch bolt.
Which, well, that's electrical.
Um,
What about you, Echo? Do you have heat metal by chance, or no?
She said she'll be right back. She's sorting out cat drama.
Oh,
I don't want to know
I
what that
didn't
is.
even see there was a message. Cat drama.
well, I mean, that would be me, but I'm not at my house.
I mean, I do have to kind of. I mean, I haven't chosen new spells yet for my long rest. I could always do produce flame, or elementalism, druidcraft.
I was gonna say, like, I'm
Create
not sure.
bonfire.
It'll probably be a straight up strength check, regardless of heating any metal, just to bend it. But yeah, it'll definitely be doable
That's why
to
I
bend
said.
that.
That's why I said.
I
harpoon
could
into a
always
hook.
firebolt it.
That's why I said I have a
The
hammer.
thing is,
Just
firebolt would
start-
probably be too loud and warn everybody here we are.
That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. Well, you just look. Take the hammer, wrap like leather around it to muffle the noise, and then just bend the harpoon over a rock. Or
I do have a
around it.
torch. I have a torch.
I want to use my.
You are a 6th level world tree barbarian. Do you have that feature that lets you throw and recall an item, a weapon?
So I don't have anything that lets you throw or recall anything. What I do have is a feature that lets eventually at like 11 or whatever, I get like extra reach.
Okay,
But right,
I was thinking of the giant subclass anyway, so that's my bad.
it's fine. But I do have I have a Misty Step. I can always Misty Step 30 feet.
The
Okay.
puppies are away for the night.
Where's my trying to find this new feature that I got at level 6. It's
So what we're discussing is, rather than going straight through the front doors, we're trying to see if they're not too high, maybe we can climb and get up into those archers' posts instead and enter that way.
So the parts of the doors are enclosed. You can't climb over the door. With the 25 you had, you would see that there are potential climbing paths to either side.
Okay. Yeah, then we should probably climb.
I'm down.
So,
oh, go ahead.
who?
I, I thought you were going to say something. I had a question, but I wasn't sure if you were going to say something too. I had a question. My background guide like gives me proficiency with cartographer's tools. Can I use that to like kind of get an idea of like the surrounding area before? Or
That's an interesting. Are you in? How long would you dedicate to that process?
This place looks like it hasn't seen any travel in a while, right? Like
You
in the
can
sense that like if we were here, go ahead.
make a survival check to try to determine that.
Survival.
I would give him assistance if he needed.
No, with the 17, the path to the entrance looks like it's seen some foot traffic in and out.
All right. In that case, let's pick like let's pick a side to go up and get out of the front of the place before I try to figure out how to navigate this place a little safer. And with that, I'll probably also take lead.
Grum will look at Echo and Nix and be like, y'all want to rock, paper, scissors for left or right?
I'll go right.
Wait. Right, like screen right, or if we're looking at the door, the character's looking at the door right.
Okay.
Right. So, which orientation?
All right. So, are you guys climbing 1 or 2? 2 or 1?
I'm just gonna say let's go 1. Does any route or path look safer, looks more stealthier, less traveled, anything like that?
It doesn't look like there's a lot of rock climbing going on in general. The paths on the one side look like they might be a little bit more sturdy, for lack of a better term.
All right. How's everyone's climbing skills?
I mean, I'm in heavy armor, but we can try it.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's okay. The only thing I have disadvantage on is my stealth. So
Speaking
Right. I
of which,
forgot about that.
does
Me too.
the party take a direct route there, or do they try to be somewhat sneaky?
I can always tie a rope around my waist, and we'll tie it around yours to give you some extra support. I've lived in the mountains. I've helped guide people through them all the time. This should be no, especially warriors in plate. You know how hard it is to get a dwarf in 4 plate up a mountain.
Yeah.
We'll
Grum
see.
looks at Frampton and is like, I think she's got this, bro. But
We'll see how it goes. I'll stay behind you.
And with that, I will also walk up to you and mutter like what sounds like kind of like a little prayer or chant, touch you, and give you guidance in case you need to do any saving throws.
That is an excellent idea.
right.
I was just looking to see if I had that.
What guidance? Grum has no spells.
In that case, I say let's take the rocky path and let's try and climb.
Yeah, I'm definitely all for trying to climb in instead of going through the main entrance.
And yeah.
All right. Would the group like to take it stealthily with the stealth check, or just walk up?
I'm gonna try and stealth.
Yeah, we should probably try and be stealthy.
Oh, I'm not very stealthy.
But you have a +5.
I know, but I rolled a 3.
I see.
I rolled a 4. God damn.
I failed.
Oh
critically.
no. Oh no.
I like crouch down, get ready to
Nick-
stealth, and then accidentally fart.
Nick is the only one that's quiet. She's looking back and we're all just making the most noise.
I'm just telling him, guys, we gotta be quiet.
You're all right. Everybody proceed.
All right.
Which one were we? Okay.
I still have that rope, and I'm handing it to you, Echo. Here, loop this around your waist.
Probably not a bad idea at this point since I just fell on my face.
And there's enough of it, so Nix, if you want to do it too, Brum, you'll probably be all right.
Well, I
That
have
way
a
when I
rope of
fall,
my
we can
own as
all
well.
fall.
If anything, we should tie the other end to you, so that both you and I have one end. And if they one of them falls. We both got it.
You meaning you and I meaning Grum and Frampt?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm perfectly in agreement with you on that.
That way, with guide
I
guidance,
am
your plate and everything, we should be good to go.
Echo.
yeah. Well, not just that, but as barbarians, we both automatically get proficiency in athletics. This is going to be an
Yeah.
athletic check.
Yeah, exactly.
Echo, as the least stealthy one, you hear a voice in your head say, "Who goes there?"
Oh no.
I'm gonna look up. Is it obvious that it's in my head?
Yeah, telepathy's pretty obvious.
I'm gonna grab. I guess Frampt is closer. I'm gonna grab Frampt's arm. I'm pretty sure he's way taller than I am.
Yes.
And
You're like
I'm gonna
grabbing
lean
my wrist,
over.
probably.
Yeah, I'll lean over and whisper, "Someone is talking to me in my head."
We'll find a doctor for you after all this is over. It's okay. And like gently pat like your hand, you know.
No, I think there's someone that knows we're here.
Oh. Well, ask him if we can come in.
Nyx, or not Nyx, I'm sorry. Nyx, you're the only one that was good stealth. Echo, the voice in your head sounds off again. What do you want?
Should I be? I'm a motion to everybody now. Should I answer and be honest about what we want to do here?
I mean, honesty is the best policy. Sometimes.
But you can still be honest and also abstract without necessarily lying.
You can be honest and vague.
Yes, vague is the word I was looking for. Thank you.
And I'm over here, just lie. Just lie. Lie your teeth. Lie through your teeth.
A little white lie never hurt anyone.
I'm
Now,
gonna
natural
ask.
one on deception.
I'm gonna ask back. Who are you, and why should I tell you?
Ooh, sorry, everyone.
The voice in your head responds, "This is our house. What are you doing here? You show yourself. For a saw, please. Now show yourself or we'll charge."
Okay, so if I was gonna show myself, where? I don't see anyone out here.
Come to the gate, or we'll come to you.
All right, I'm gonna tug on Framp's arm again.
What does your friend have to say?
They said that if I don't show up at the gates, they're gonna come out. So why don't I walk over and see what happens? I'm not gonna be hidden anyway. I'll walk to the gates, introduce myself, and if I don't get shot full of arrows, maybe we can just go in the front door.
How about we double
with
down? One group try climbing in, the other cover Echo with her maneuver she's trying.
Haven't you ever heard of the story about the killer at the lake? He every time the teens always split up. And he always kills them. No, we will not split up.
Not teams though, and we're the killers.
Oh,
You guys,
Grum says in response, but we're not teams and we're the killers.
but
all right.
maybe we don't have to fight our way in here. If I don't know that they know that everybody's here. They just are talking to me.
All right, well,
Grum
So you
just
guys can hide
kinda
close by.
I like this idea, and I think Grum would like it too. He would kind of like start. He wouldn't like forcibly grab you by the arm, but he would kind of like take your upper arm, like take you by it, and just kind of like lead you to the door. Like, come on, let's do this. We can do this. You got this.
Actually, you notice a smirk come across like Framp's face, like he has an idea in his head that like, okay, it's fine, it'll all be all right. I got an idea if something goes wrong. Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna stop like 15 feet away from the door and kind of shoo Grum. And I'm
Wait,
gonna
what?
tell them I'm not like gonna let you walk any closer than like 15 feet from the door because I don't want you to be seen.
So before we go on, what is their perspective? Like, where can they see roughly?
So are
Like,
you
can they
guys?
see only straight out, or can they see kind of out to the sides too?
There's arrows. Their range of vision would be like around here and around here.
Okay, so if I hug the wall, I would be outside of that frame of view.
That's an interesting theory.
Well, how high up are the window slits
About 10
or
feet.
arrow slits? So yeah, I would be able to hug the wall, and they wouldn't be able to see me.
I'm gonna tell the voice that I'm coming. Just give me a second.
Echo, I think a good idea would be for me to be like near the front door, near, not at, but near, just in case some shit pops off type of deal. Not
Right.
that you can't maintain your own self, but you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, as long as
Why?
y'all are within 30 feet, you can get there and around. So
Oh, yeah, maybe. We'll find out where Grum can go and how quickly.
Since
Echo,
I'm hidden, can I go to the other side?
if you could roll another stealth check to try to cross around the path because you're crossing over here. So it's like you're going across the range of vision again, but you can roll another stealth check to try.
That way she'll at least have two people on opposite sides.
I can always just clouds jaunt over to the other side. I also now have the ability to pull anyone, mostly enemies, 30 feet, but basically 30 feet to me if I want. So if we got to pull her out, I can pull her out.
So you have force pull? That's awesome.
Yeah, basically I have like forced Misty Step.
Nah. You could Misty Step to the other side.
Oh yeah. I'll do that. I'm going to use my Clouds Jaunt and boom.
Okay. Poof in, poof out. Echo, Nyx, where would you like to position yourself first?
I'll be right here behind Grum.
Okay, and Echo, where would you like to go?
okay, so I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna show myself. Are you planning on attacking me?
It depends. Why are you here?
Why don't we talk in person?
We are in person.
I want to be able to see you.
Would you like to come inside?
I'd like you to answer the door when I get there.
Roll a persuasion check.
Come on. 24.
Woohoo. That's a good persuasion check.
Yep.
Oh. You come, door. We'll open.
That's perfect. Thank you.
I just want you to know, Echo, that Grum is locked eyes with you for any like signals that you might offer.
First things first, you just see the slightest crack in the obsidian doors. And you see a single Psi commander poke out his head. What do you want? He says out loud and not in your head, in common.
I think we're after the same things.
You don't want to be on guard duty either?
That is absolutely true. I hate guard duty.
I don't like it either. No one does. He keeps making us do it. He thinks he's chosen just because his name is the Chosen.
Well, that seems a silly association.
Yes, I think so too.
Is he a bugbear? He sounds like a bugbear.
No. No, bugbear's easy. We make bugbears explode.
Me too.
He has a special crystal in his head, and he walks around because he hears the divine voices. And then he makes us stand guard and search for his shinies. We don't need to search for shinies. Do you have shinies? He holds out his hand. Shiny?
I don't think I have any, but that's actually what I'm looking for too.
You don't have shinies?
No, I'm sorry.
I like shinies. No shinies, no
I do
enter.
too.
Gold is wonderful.
Gold, huh?
Yes, shiny gold.
Do I feel like the rest of the party can hear this conversation?
Yeah, he's not necessarily being quiet about it. He is
Okay.
sticking his head out in a way that he seemingly doesn't want anybody on the inside to necessarily hear him.
Okay. Can I roll an insight just to see if I can glean anything else from his tone or his body language or anything, or does he seem pretty straightforward?
Oh, what would be the fun of denying a roll? Please roll insight.
Look, I don't
The
have
way you
super
said
great
that,
stats.
bro.
I just want to use my +6. Total of 20.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He seems to both really want gold and hate guard duty.
Okay. I'm going to dig around in, I assume it's like a pack at my side. And I'm going to pull out a single gold piece. I'm going to hold it up. I'm going to say it. I will give you the shiny in exchange for something.
How many shinies?
That depends on what you give me.
I thought you wanted entrance.
I want to know about the Chosen.
He is mean. You can kill him for 50 shinies.
Grum's face is like it looks just like hiccups in the GIF. Like he's like, "Fuck yeah, let's go! I'll pay you back."
If I wanted to do that, and I'm gonna take a step forward.
He
Where
sticks out his head a little bit farther. Yes.
would I find him?
Well, the elevator is broken. You might have to kill the dead Drugar. We don't let them near us. We barred them. But if you can fix the elevator,
I am pretty smart.
I am smart too.
I see that.
Throbbing vein in my head. Very big brain.
Yes. How many Drugar are there? What do they have to do with the elevator?
Oh, well. Here, come in, I show you. But first you give me shiny.
I'm gonna kind of glance around.
I pull a gold coin out, and I just roll it over to your foot, like right out of their eyesight.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
fine.
pick it up. And I'm going to say, how about 2 shinies?
50 shinies.
50 shinies.
I just
And
shrug at you like. Fuck.
Here's the thing, though. You're going to let me in, but what about all your friends? What about the Duergar?
They are not
I've still got a lot of
friends.
work.
Yes, we let you do work for shinies. We
I have
are
to do the work,
on.
and I give you the shinies.
You give us shinies. You kill the ones we don't like. It makes sense. We get what we want. You get what you want.
If I give you 50 shinies, does that mean that I could invite others to kill the chosen?
How many others?
Well, I'm going to pretend to count. Less than 5.
15 per person. After 50. You 50, they 15.
You must not want the chosen dead very much.
He ducks his head back in, is there for just a second, then pops back out. 30 shinies you, 10 shinies rest.
Rum again gives you that goofy thumbs up, like, yes, yes, good job.
Tell you what, I'll give you the money if that means that others like you don't fight.
I know fight.
What about everyone else?
How many shinies you got?
I have enough to pay for everybody that I want to bring.
You pay all goblin shinies? Oh.
I will pay you the shinies, and you have to make sure that all the other guards leave me alone, and everyone I bring with me.
I be the new chosen?
If you want to be. But if I have to fight my way there, I'm not giving you shinies.
If you no hurt goblin, goblin no hurt you.
Does that go for all the goblins?
Goblin is as goblin do. Ruxithid the chosen. We kill you. You want in? 25 shinies. 5 per person after.
I guess. And I'll start counting out gold right there.
The doors swing open, and the little man, that's adding, not taking away. The little man ducks in.
There's a lot of them in there. Good thing you convinced them. Lord.
He runs over to the bar, and you can hear him scream from where you're at. Outsiders have promised the shinies. They will give all shinies and make me chosen. Death to Ruxthid. We are goblin sloppy. Come, come.
Jesus. All right, I'm going to give a nod to Grum and Frampt. I guess I can see Nyx too. And I'm going to walk in. Is this door trapped? Can I just look and make sure I'm not fixing to trip on a tripwire?
Traps. Silliness. Roll an investigation check.
23.
It is not trapped.
Well, at least I know. All right. I'm going to hold up the bag of coins.
As you step in, you hear in unison a deafening scream of shiny, shiny.
I'm gonna hold the bag up. I'm
Their,
gonna point to the bag,
their attention is
and I'm
fixed.
gonna hand it off.
Which one do you hand it to?
The one I was talking to.
He takes it and he starts fondling it in both hands and yells, I am the chosen. You will obey me. To guard duty with all of you.
Just, oh
I'm
no,
gonna
he's
point
gone
it
mad with
here.
power.
I
I'm
chuckle and I'm like, I like this guy.
They all start edging
gonna-
closer to him. Nobody
Yep,
seems to be
he
paying
has-
you much mind.
Yes, he has your shinies, and I'm just gonna walk around the edge of the room.
The regular goblins start slowly crawling over the table towards him. Shinies. Shiny the chosen.
And I'm gonna look down this hallway.
Like, they're so cute when they're happy.
There are 2 doors, and there are 2 doors behind you.
Awesome. Left.
My left or your left?
South. This door down here.
Is it south? Where's the compass rose? West.
West. Wow, I didn't even notice the compass.
It's covered by the fog of war.
Oh, okay.
Which one would you? Which one would you like to? Would
It's
you
the one on
this one or this one?
the first one you circled.
This
Echoes left.
All right.
Yeah.
When you push on it, you notice that it's stuck.
Okay. Can I gently push on the one in front of me and see if it's stuck as well?
It is not stuck. Do you open it?
The first thing I'm going to do is turn around and say, okay, there are Duergar here that are being subjugated somehow. The elevator's broken, he said, so I assume the chosen one we're looking for is down a level. So,
okay.
I will try to stealthily open this door.
All right. Roll a stealth check.
No way.
That's
Yo,
pretty
I
good.
think you need to be
Nice.
staying at point this one. Yeah, you're on point right now.
All right.
This reminds me of our second game ever where Grum, like, you, like, stealth all the way through that game.
Hell yeah, right? Now Echo's turn, bro.
Echo, so good news. Snoring fills the room. You see 3 Psi Goblins in bunks. Everything is messy. There's a dark opening in the west wall that seems to go down.
Shit.
And roll a perception check really quickly.
Oop.
Actually, everybody go ahead and roll a perception check.
There it is.
Perception.
Nobody hears
Drum's looking at
nothing.
this door.
Somebody give me a 15. Nope. Never mind.
Nope.
Never mind. It's not important.
Like guidance, Bramps.
You guys don't notice the beholder in the corner of the room.
Right.
Behold.
I'm going to turn to Grum and whisper, should we try to get through here or should we check down the rest of the hallway?
I don't think the party would benefit from trying to sneak through a room of sleeping goblins. So maybe we should not.
My thoughts exactly. Great minds.
All of the
You're,
goblins
you're
behind
doing pretty good on your own, but the party is doing pretty shite.
all of the
So far.
goblins behind you start chanting "Shiny the Goblin" to the one that you bribed that is currently holding the sack of gold.
That's funny. His new name is Shiny.
I'm over here by the door. I like poke my head out, like, yeah, shiny, woo.
Shiny!
Everybody make a
Shiny!
cult check to see if you're now indoctrinated. We too follow Shiny.
What would that be? Religion?
That would be religion.
Intelligence at disadvantage.
20.
Yeah.
You know that Shiny is a false idol. Congratulations.
Oh no!
Nix, he
Oh
might
my god. That's
Nix
funny.
and Frampt, he might have some points. You don't know. You don't know. Anything's possible.
Oh, I'm brainwashed.
You're
Crumb,
the one that bribed him.
Well, we know who's standing off with the ATF and FBI now.
Oh lord.
Oh, God, no,
Let's
this
all
is-
go back to Phandalin and leave Echo behind.
this is not the Ridge place. No.
I was thinking Waco more like, but yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna point at Frampt and then point to the other doors.
I nod enthusiastically and start walking over while I'm going shiny, shiny, but doing it in a way where I'm trying not to be as noticed, like we're trying to blend in. And I'm gonna check this door above me.
Do you do it stealthily?
Stealthily.
That
Yes,
will
stealthily.
require one stealthily check. You open the door. It is a kitchen. And inside the kitchen, as you look, you see a giant badger peek his nose around one of the butcher counters and start sniffing.
Oh, can I do an animal handling check and see if he's like friendly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, natural 20.
He starts to come up to you, and he puts his front little badger paws on the door and starts scratching.
Oh, I'm gonna open it and like just step in enough, and hi, little guy.
He starts
any,
following.
Is there any like scraps of food around me? I'm assuming this place looks like a mess. I'm assuming there's got to be something edible.
Scraps of food that you would consider food or that a goblin would consider food. Let's be specific.
That a furry mammal might consider food.
There are scraps of meat everywhere.
All right, I pick up a little bit and hold it out to the badger, see if he wants to eat it.
Oh yeah,
Not little badger.
The giant badger jumps up and grabs it from your hand if you don't pull back.
I pull back immediately. I mean, I know an animal might take my hand off.
He, at least for now, he seems very friendly.
All right.
New pet?
I pull out a ration and offer that to him. Like, here you go, little guy. Want something a little healthier?
How healthy?
I'd say it's probably like a mix of like dried meat, nuts, berries,
One animal handling check with advantage.
carrots, things like that. With advantage. Oh, that is awful.
For some reason, he does not accept your offer of rations.
Oh, that's okay, little guy. I'll just leave them here on the floor for you. What are you doing here?
He scampers back.
I want to follow him, see where follow him, see where he's going. Does he look like he's going somewhere specific or just
He starts digging in the bowl on the ground, then he turns around and starts digging in the sacks.
anything in the bowl, anything in the bowl he was digging in? Or
Just spoiled food.
so he just looks like he's scavenging.
He's just rummaging around the kitchen.
Are there any like? Do I notice like any where he could have gotten in from? Like if he had gotten in somewhere other than the front door, like any holes or anything like that?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh, I'm gonna give myself guidance for this one. Oh, I didn't need it. Natural 20.
No, there doesn't seem to be any obvious holes.
All
There's
right.
there's
Does that-
cabinets, but they don't seem to exit the room anywhere if you try to open them up.
Other than the giant badger, does that investigation let me notice anything else?
Let's see what the official reading of this room is from Wizards of the Coast. Strips of unidentifiable dried meat and herbs dangle from the ceiling of this kitchen. A squat iron stove stands to its side, its inside glowing with still smoldering coals. Burlap sacks filled with grain and vegetables are scattered about the floor. A faint snuffling echo from around the corner, which you've already met, that's our badger friend, is in the room. He quote unquote snorts with happy friendliness.
Aw.
He's the
I'm
bestest
gonna-
boy. Oh, actually, you do find something. Do you speak Goblin?
Let me check. Oh, where? No, common, dwarvish, and giant.
He seems to have some kind of a tag on him in Goblin.
Hmm. I can't read it, but like, can I? Trying to think here. Is the goblin like alphabet? Is like the goblin language like totally different alphabet and everything? Or
I
is it
believe
just,
it's similar to Dwarvish, but I wouldn't quote me on it for long term. For now, let's say it's similar to Dwarvish.
all right. So just so I know like how to pronounce it. So if I want to ask a friendly goblin, like, hey, what is that's all I kind of want. I want to pet him, like scratch him behind the ear and play with him if he'll let me.
He doesn't necessarily shy away from you.
Oh, I'm gonna like scratch him under his chin and be like, "Hey, boy, you want to come with me after all this is over? We'll get you out of here, get you someplace nice."
You're welcome to roll an animal handling check again.
Oh, all right. I keep still have that guidance up, don't I? How long does that last for?
I think a minute. Yeah, you still have it up. It's not been that long.
All right. Animal handling. 14, 15, plus I'm gonna use that guidance. Why not? No, 16.
With the 16, he seems to like you a lot. It's a
All
very
right.
roll an insight check.
Inside.
Roll an insight check.
Nat 20. Wow, not 20s on these ability checks.
This thing seems very much like a pet. It's got a name tag and it's not been eaten. It actually looks like it's pretty well fed. He's probably a pet.
All right. Oh, you're so friendly. It looks like they're taking good care of you. He doesn't look abused, right? Like you
No,
said.
he looks,
taking care of
he's
me.
happy. Actually, she's happy. She is such a happy badger. Yes, she is.
Oh, happy badger. Oh,
And she'll
I know you-
she'll rub her snout like on your leg and on your knee.
Oh, why don't you just come with me? I think how big is a giant badger, by the way? You're talking like the size of a like dog, like a golden retriever or something.
Just for context, I'm sorry, I'm gonna clip later. How big is a giant beaver? Or badger? Badger, beaver? Whatever. My head is there. It's a dog size thing.
All right. All right.
I was gonna say it's probably about the size of Ripper.
All right. All right. In that case, then be like, why don't you follow me? Like, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you Blanche. Come on, Blanche. And then I'm gonna kind of stealthily I turn around and see if you guys notice me in the badger.
Would you guys like to notice him in the badger?
I think it's worth noting.
I think you've been noticed.
You guys see me, and I like got a huge smile on my face, and I'm like pointing down, and I'm like, I have a pet badger, like mouthing, I have a pet badger, like my thumbs up.
Drum is just he's smiling, but there's a little bit of like a quiver as well as he remembers Ripper, but he approves wholeheartedly.
Brampt is thinking to himself in his head right now. He's like, oh man, my parents and Pip's parents never let us have a dog. And now that I'm here, I'm gonna try and stealthily open this next door.
1 stealth check.
23. Ooh.
You open the door. These personal quarters contain a large plush 4-poster bed covered in silk sheets, stone sleeves bearing books and ornamental ceramic jars line the walls alongside dust-covered banners embroidered with dwarven runes. In one corner stands an elegant mahogany desk, on top of which is a map and several crumpled pieces of paper.
Ooh. I'm immediately gonna go to the map. But instead of taking the map, I want to use my cartographer's tools and try to like create try to do like a quick copy, like all the main points and everything. Maybe like put a piece of parchment over, sketch it out, write down any coordinates that are there.
Yeah, all right, let's see what this thing says here real quick. Let me make sure I know what the map is.
And I will go ahead and say that I am more focused on copying what's down than I am on actually paying attention, like noticing what's on it right now.
Okay, it seems to be a map of the countryside.
All right.
It doesn't have any specific markings outside of that, though.
All right.
The badger comes in and jumps on the bed and starts tearing at it.
Like in a happy, playful way, like your dogs just did to your house, or like in a I hate this person kind of way.
The dogs might have been doing both to me. I don't know. They might. When I leave, they might be mad. He doesn't seem. There's no ill will. He just seems to be jumping in the bed.
Oh, okay. When you said tearing it up, I thought you meant like clawing at the mattress.
Yeah, but animals kind of claw at stuff. It's what they do.
Okay. Oh, hey, girl, is this your master's room? Anything interesting behind this door?
Would you like to open it up? It comes over to you.
I would like to investigate it first.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh wow, that's not bad. 17.
17 is an interesting number. So, are you opening the closet door?
It's just a closet door. Yeah, I'll open it.
All right. I said closet, but it's really a death trap. Wah! The closet, and it seems that the closet has a little tunnel leading out back. This was probably another entrance. But with the 17 as well, you notice that there are 4 dwarvish ruins on this wall.
4 dwarvish ruins?
Yes. Engraved into the wall.
Oh, engraved. Can I do what kind of check could I do for that? Would that be history, investigation?
Do you speak dwarvish first?
I do actually. Yes.
Okay. Let me double check this note real quick. So, the ruins from left to right are the symbols for storm, death, light, and wind.
Left to right. Hold on. Sorry, my iPad's dying, so I don't have notes. Yep, marker will work. So that was storm. What was that again?
Storm, death, light, and wind.
From left to right. All right. All right. Cool. Is there any? It's just runes. There's nothing else. No like artwork or ornamentation, anything like that associated with them.
Well, there's things like the jars that are on the counter next to the map. There's the map table, which is in itself artsy, but the runes don't seem to have any other art connected with them.
All right. I'll investigate the jars. Like pick them up, anything, see what's in them.
Who? What? Oh, you're gonna pick them up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see something else.
Oh shit. Roll a constitution.
Do roll a perception check real quick.
All right.
Sorry, some of my prep time got eaten up by work. The others got eaten up by the dogs.
21.
You hear a murmuring coming from the jar you just picked up.
I want to put my ear closer to see if I.
It is a sealed canopic jar.
If I put my ear closer, can I make out the murmuring a little more?
You got a 21?
Yes.
You hear the word help.
All right. Well, more curious than cautious. I'm going to open up the top of that jar.
And as you do, an ashen white comes out, an obviously undead creature who looks at you with a very sad face and says, "Help, help, I've been here so long."
I'm like, how the hell were you in that jar? I'm assuming he's like a grown person, right?
Make an insight check.
I mean, he's not like a miniature person. Like he popped out like as 12.
He might not be fully corporeal.
Hmm.
When you asked him how he was in there, he says, "The mind flayers put me in."
The mind. What? Did you just say mind flayers?
Yes, long ago. Oh, they destroyed the rest. They sucked our brains out. They tried to establish their empire. Free me, let me go.
Didn't I just free you?
Am I free? No charge? No questions?
Well, of course I have some questions first. You just popped out of a jar. I have a lot of questions, man. Mind flares. Can you just stay here a moment? And I keep looking back at him, making sure he's not like going away, but poke my head out and I'm like, psst, psst, guys. Psst. Are the goblins still chanting shiny, by the way?
Yes, actually, they have started to encircle the goblin who will now be known as Shiny the Chosen.
Mm-hmm. Someone should probably tell him first thing he's got to do is like kill two of them to establish dominance. Just good.
You're welcome to tell him he should kill 2 beings to establish dominance.
After we deal with Mr. Hildak. But yeah. Do you guys hear my pss, 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 pss? Guys.
I'll come over as long as the goblins seem preoccupied.
Yes, look what I found.
Echo, you see the spirit of something. Spirit of a dead Drugar. Standing over top some ashes. He steps towards you.
First things first. Why I have a dwarf in my presence. These runes: storm, death, light, light, wind. They mean anything to you in any specific context?
They're a key of some sort, but I don't know the combination.
All right. Second question. Do you know how long you've been in there?
It seems like eternity. This is the special goblin's chambers. He comes in and he's been the worst for a long time. Ages.
What year do you think it is?
It's... I have no idea.
What year was it when you were jarred?
It was the year of the Drugar King Smazzlepok. Long may he reign. His 5th year's king. Yes. That was it.
I just kind of like sarcastically mutter under my breath. Ugh, now I can see why you're locked up in that jar.
I can help you.
Uh,
The badger barks in the background.
Guys meet Blanche.
Does anybody speak Goblin?
No.
Okay.
Not this time.
But
Hey,
there
buddy,
was
you
a
speak
time.
Goblin?
I'm a Drugar. That's everybody's pet, though.
Yeah, they like him. They treat him right.
They give him scritches and scraps. Her name is Bessie.
Oh, Bessie, that's not too up. I was calling her Blanche. Hey, you like Bessie or Blanche better?
If you say Blanche, it might think you're giving it spinach. It comes up to you. Roll an animal handling check. You can't tell its preference.
I'll just call you Bessie. Might as well not confuse you.
The soul in the jar says, if you take the jar to the elevator, I will show you how to fix it.
Oh,
That's wonderful.
And
that's very
then
useful.
spread my ashes and let me be free.
Sure, you'll help us fix an elevator, which help us with their mission. Sure, we'll spread your ashes. That's easy to do. Any special rituals or anything you want done? Any like burial preferences? Funeral rites. I am practiced in these ways, as I believe my friend Echo is too.
Spread me to the winds far away from this cursed place.
Sure. Of course. You got it, buddy. Yeah, I'll go and pick up his jar.
Okay, what do you do with the jar?
How big is it?
It's not big. Think of like an Egyptian canopic jar. It's very easily carried in one hand.
All right. If that's the case, I have a bag. I just I asked the ghost figure, like, is it okay if I just put it in my bag, keep it safe?
As you wish.
Put it in my bag. I'm like, there you go, buddy. You'll be safe in there. Don't worry.
Now take me to the elevator, and I will help you.
Sure thing. Sure thing. Hey, where's the elevator, by the way?
Across the way. It's where the other ones bunk.
And then I look over at Mix and Echo, like that look like, all right, I guess we're doing this. Actually, I want to walk over and be like, I have an idea. I have an idea. How about we just run in, storm in that room, wake them up boot camp style, tell them that their new commander wants to see them.
Dude,
Tiny.
dude, I was just thinking of doing that, bro.
I'm gonna
Get out of
say
my head, man. Get out of my head.
I dissent. Let's try sneaking is my vote.
The goblins might not respond well to the Druagar spirit if they see it.
Hey, buddy, can you make yourself less seeable?
Yes.
And hey, Bessie, I don't want you to get hurt. So if there's any trouble, you just run back to the kitchen, okay, and stay there. All right. Love you, girl. Man, I'm walking by going, shiny,
Shiny.
shiny, shiny, go shiny, you get him, guy. Before we step into this room, I'm gonna like whisper to the ghost, like, "Hey, what's in this locked door down here?"
The workers not at rest.
Good to know.
So we should not go through that door.
What side does that like? What direction does that door open from?
It opens out into the darkness, but it is severely barred from your side.
Okay, I was just hoping we could bar it. Okay. Oh, it's barred from my side, meaning
It looks like the goblins have barred it.
Great, cool. It's all that matters.
So are we stealthing through the goblins, or are we going to try to like get them out of the room? Because if we're going to get them out of the room, we need to make sure that they don't spot the spirit.
I have 17 gold. I'm gonna keep my little sack of gold like right near me, like on my waistband. Because if they get mouthy, I'm just gonna toss that gold in the air to distract them, and then we'll just walk on in. They won't give a shit.
Do you go in?
On your feet, maggots.
Well, you say that they all pop up, and all three of them look at you, and they
Your new commander, Shiny, demands your presence in the common area immediately.
The last one there gets executed as an example.
make an insight check, real quick.
Who?
Grum or Fram, you're in there too.
Yeah. Ooh, that was only a 7.
Grum, you have a moment of insight as they look at you very threateningly, that you all made Shiny while they were sleeping. They have no idea who Shiny is.
Brant, do me a favor. Go let Shiny know that there are 3 insubordinates in here. They need to be made an example of.
Absolutely. I'm going to tell them they were given an order and the best they could come up with was stare at us like we asked them a math question.
As you say that, everybody roll initiative as they take that as a threat.
There it is. Took longer than I
All
thought.
right,
to be honest.
I got antsy.
Grum, what's your initiative?
It doesn't matter.
Well, it kind of does, kind of doesn't. So let's change that to the correct form. All right, Nyx.
I have no idea what happened.
Nyx, you are.
Who am I close to? Nyx, you have advantage on your initiative.
She's already the top of the order.
Never mind. Frampt, you have advantage on your initiative.
Woohoo, do this again.
All right, Framp, what is your second initiative roll?
Nice.
Well, Nyx was going to go first, but Framp stole the thunder.
Sweet.
Sorry, Nyx.
So I just run in. I'm like, some people never learn, and I look at this one down here, and I'm gonna rage. My eyes start to glow. The tree birthmark starts to glow like a very light blue, almost white light. I don't look angry so much as I look focused. Well, a little angry, but focused. And then I look at Goblin A and I say, the beatings don't stop until morale improves. And I swing at him with my new hammer.
Swing away.
I'm going to say a 24.
24 hits.
All right. 2d6, 12 plus 2 from rage.
So 14.
14. And sorry, I'm looking at the new proficiency. Topple. If you hit a creature with maul, you can force it to make a con save. On a failed save, it has the prone condition.
Con
Yeah, it
save?
has to make. Yep, Constitution saving throw.
Let's see. That is your weapon's a strength-based weapon, right?
Yes.
So 11 fails, but I believe your DC save DC is 16.
Yes, I'm trying. It doesn't give me a number. I'm trying to do the math. It says DC 8 plus 3 plus the ability modifier used to make the attack. So.
Oh yeah, I'm should be 8 plus 3. The 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Either way, 11 fails. He is prone.
Yes, and then I'll laugh again and say, "Drop down and give me 20." Oh, I'm guessing an 11 misses. Oh wait, do I get advantage because he's prone?
He's prone. You would get advantage.
All right, I'll roll that again. Oh, that was worse. All right, a 10.
He does not give you 20. But he is on his back.
My hammer conveniently lands right next to his head.
You hit the bed, you feel the spring of it.
Do I have anything else? Nope, I'm good.
Nyx. Nyx, do we have you?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
What would you like to do?
Aw. I'm kind of stuck in the hallway.
You can walk by your allies. There's regular space.
Make sure you pet Bessie on your way there.
Okay,
So
I'll
it'd
pet
be
Bessie.
5, 10, 15, 20. You can get into the room. You can certainly get into the room. Get into the room and move a couple more spaces beyond that. If you
So
want.
you said this is 20? The
Right.
tile before the doorway?
The doorway is 20. So first step in is 25, and then you have one step after that.
Mm. I did take your suggestion and added Witch's Bolt.
Witch Bolt is a very powerful spell. It's more useful for this than Detect Magic.
I love Witch Bolt.
It's also really good because there's no friendly fire and they're all locked in a small room. So pretty decent right about now.
No. Fireball everything. You can do it.
That's the only one I've been using. And he was like, I've been meaning to tell
I can
you.
take
No,
it. I can
not
take
fire
it.
bolt, fireball.
A big
Yeah.
explosion.
Big difference.
I can take it.
Mm.
Yeah, we're actually like pretty set up to handle a fireball.
Or actually, you know who's really set up to handle a fireball? Everyone crowded around Mr. Shiny.
Well, they're all pretty good right now.
Does anybody have Fireball?
No, I don't think I get access to it at all.
You're not a light paladin, are you? Or a light cleric, are you?
No.
Yeah. Nyx would be the only one who has it then.
Yeah, and that one didn't come up. I have Fire Bolt, but not Fireball.
Very
Should be under,
different
like, the level-
things.
Should be under your level 3 spells.
Does she have level 3 spells at level 6?
She has
Yes.
level 3 spells. She has 3 or so slots. Nyx, would you like to enter the room? Don't feel pressured to use anything right away. Use what you want to use.
I think I want to stick with Firebolt for now until there's less enemies
Yeah, sounds good.
and stay in the hallway.
Okay, so if you're gonna to have line of sight on them, you'd have to come up to the door. Then you'd realistically have line of sight on any of the 3.
And A's the one that's pretty damaged.
He's on his back behind a corner. He's a slightly harder target.
Okay. So I'm going to take a Firebolt at C.
All right. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Good damage. And Echo. Fighting has started.
5, 10, 15, 20 in the room. I'm going to move up here. And I'm going to use Word of Radiance. Let me just read something real quick. Of your choice. Yes. I'm going to use Word of Radiance. So I would need a con save of 14.
C will attempt to make a con save of 14. Which he does not. 7.
Ooh.
Cool. So basically what happens is I kind of push my hands out away from each other, and this explosion of bright white light shoots out 5 feet around me, and he takes 7 radiant damage.
That is the average. All
At least
right.
I got that much.
He looks pretty bloodied up as your radiance exits him. Echo, anything else?
No, that's it this time.
All right, we're going to start with A, who gets back up. So I need a strength saving throw from you, Fram.
Strength saving throw. $21.
You can successfully fend off his telekinetic shove.
Woohoo.
And Grum B is going to jump to you, and he is going to attack you unarmed, because he is just that much of a badass. 24 to hit.
Oh, wow.
Damn, he is that much of a badass.
Okay.
Okay.
24 hits.
I'll let that one hit.
Take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and as before, you feel a sting in your mind as you take 1 point of psychic damage. And he brings up the second hand to strike you for a 14, which does not.
I smack it away.
And Echo C swings on you. Nat 20 hits.
Yep.
Take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and an additional 8 points of psychic damage.
Mm.
And as this thing hits your mind with its first set of blows, it goes again and misses with an 8. Grum, what weapon are you using?
That was actually going to be a question I have.
You want to use the battle axe, right?
I want to use the great, but because of that shield, I'm not sure if I can.
Your mind cannot pry itself away from the shield to wield anything two-handed. You are currently restricted to one-hand fighting. And as you would try to pull away from this turtle shield, you just can't do it. It would be one of the most perplexing things possibly.
Mm. Okay. Well, with that being said, I will bonus action rage, because I'm not going to be playing around. Then I will go ahead. Oh, so when I'm raging, that grab around my throat starts glowing again
It does.
from when the ancestor. grabbed me.
Brockle's handprint shines around your neck like a never-ending embrace.
Right. I think I am going to first attack B. And straight roll. I think I'm going to use a luck point. Ah, come on. There we go. Yeah. We're going to re-roll that.
By all means.
That's better.
That
That's
hits.
better.
You hit.
So that is going to deal 9 or 5. So +2, 7 damage.
7 damage.
And I believe it needs to make what? On save because of the topple feature. Let me double check.
You have the. I will
Oh,
say.
the battle axe.
I will say this: we should upgrade you to the 2024 character sheet for these. Let's see.
Yeah, I do need to.
Battle axe. So let's do the topple. So he fails. He is knocked prone.
Goody. That means
Would you
I
like
get to attack.
advantage?
I do like advantage. Yeah, we're gonna attack him again now that he's prone.
Okay.
That is going to be another 15.
15 is just enough to hit.
Bad. And that's gonna deal 7, 8, 9 damage. Next teaching plus 2.
Okay, 9 damage to B. He looks bloodied.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Fran.
Sorry, before I forget, I totally forget with my rage. I get temp HP 6, and I get to bestow temp HP. So can do that real quickly. So, Grum, you get 11 temp HP until my rage ends.
Wow, thank you, sir.
All right. Sorry, what were you going to say? Sorry, I didn't want to forget that again.
No, it's your turn. Grum has started beating the crap out of B.
I am going to turn back to A again and look back at him and say, "It's time for flutter kicks," and swing my maul again. And I'm assuming he goes down again.
24 hits. No need for a mulligan.
Ooh, max damage. That'd be a 17 total.
All right. I need you and Grum to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
All right.
You're funny.
11.
Grum, what did you get?
That's going to be a 7.
All right. You each take 6 points of psychic damage as this thing's head explodes, and it drops down dead.
All right. And then from there I turn around, kind of shake off my headache, and all it did was just make my 10 HP go away. And kind of, since I'm so tall, just kind of basically just one giant stride over to C and take a swing on him.
Okay.
Get down on your face, boot. Ooh, that was a nat 1.
Nat 1 fails.
Boo.
Yes, much boo.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't have Great Weapon Master or something. No, I don't. Okay. All right. Bonus actions. Do I have any bonus actions? Nope. I just like stare at him as I miss, and then I just like stare at him. All right.
Nyx, it's your turn.
So we're left with B and C.
Mm-hmm. The old CB radio.
Yep. Can I still firebolt C from where I'm at, or do I need to step in farther?
You can target C or B where you're at.
Okay. I'll fire at C again.
Okay. $17 hits.
Damn.
15 damage. Echo and Fram, could you each please make an intelligence saving throw as the fire wraps around this thing head and cooks it from the inside and it explodes?
3.
Echo, you don't take any damage, but Fram, you feel this psychic pulse as you take 8 points of mental burst damage as it falls down and dies.
All right.
Echo?
I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw from B for Toll the Dead.
He rolls a 10.
Yes, DC of 14.
His ass got told.
All right, how much damage are we doing?
Is that really? Okay. I have to roll this one manually. Wow. 18.
Damn.
Rum, can you make an intelligence saving throw for me?
Sure, why not?
DC 13.
12. Will not do it.
All right. First, Echo, what does it look like when you toll him to death?
It's kind of like a gray, almost like a fog that starts around him and coalesces into a thick fog until you hear the toll and the fog just sucks into him.
And as it does, his head explodes and Grum takes 7 points of psychic damage. And the last one is dead. We are out of initiative order.
Cool. I immediately go and look back and see if Bessie's okay. Bessie, you okay, girl?
Bessie comes up to you.
Oh, hi. I start like petting her. Oh, go girl, go girl, kissing her on her head. Are the goblins still chanting shiny?
Louder than ever.
Cool. I turn to the party. I'm like, if the goblins come and ask, we'll say they didn't respect the shiny. Okay.
Shiny.
All right. Hey, ghost guy. Is that the elevator over there?
Holodeck. I'm Holodeck. That's the elevator. Take me to it.
All right. I'm gonna set his jar down next to it.
All right. He'll start pointing things out to you on how to fix it.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I check this other door over here?
You may.
Goblin sex dungeon. Goblin sex dungeon. Goblin
You
sex
are
dungeon.
so close.
Yeah.
Toilet.
It's a loo.
Toilet.
All right.
Smell fresh in there.
Not as hot, but I'm not against it. Is there a communal sponge? Please tell me there's a communal sponge on a stick.
Would
At
would
quick
you like?
glance, is this pretty typical?
Make an insight check. Why not?
Wait.
17.
The
I thought you were
room
talking to me. I know you were talking.
the room isn't of goblin construct. All of this is from the Drugar a long time ago. It's a steady flowing stream. It looks like it was probably very nice in its heyday.
Now it's just wet. Everything is wet.
Moist even.
And brown. I just shut the door
He shut the door.
and just kind of hold it there and just shake my head like, no, don't go in. Unless you need to use it.
You took 1 foot in and just heard a slosh.
Gross.
With Holdak's help, you can you can get the elevator somewhat working. It's not going to be a comfortable ride down, but it's possible.
All right, Holdeck, you fulfilled your end of the bargain, so do you just want to get back in the jar until I find a place to spread you, or well, want me to set you down someplace safe in one of these beds? What do you prefer there, guy?
You could set me free now.
Just dump you out here?
No, the walls, the wind over the walls, you fool. Friend.
The fuck? The wind over the walls?
Yes.
Oh, what the hell does that mean? You
I
want
thought you
Windows?
wanted to be far away from here.
Yeah.
I rolled a 23 on that. What can I decipher from the wind over the wall?
He wants you to dump his ashes out into the wind over the walls.
Okay.
The window.
A window.
So the sweat drips off his balls?
Yeah.
Sure.
There's no windows in here, right?
There is no windows in here. There's the mine shaft down, but I don't think that's what he's talking about.
The bathroom doesn't have a window either, right?
You can make an investigation check.
I'm gonna peek my head in. Any windows in here?
Roll an investigation check.
Let's see. Nat 20 with a -1.
There is a kind of a barred path up in this direction.
A barred path.
Yes.
Right, I'm gonna go in. Squish, 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 squish.
Give me a strength check.
With advantage. Oh, strength. No, I don't have advantage on strength. Hey, roll. Ooh, just a 10. Just a 10.
Nope, you can't quite pry off what they've done to bar it. But if you give it enough effort, you probably could.
I want to try again.
All right.
Like you spit on your hands and rub them together.
That helps with grip strength, yes.
You rolled the same fucking thing. All right.
It does not budge.
All right. This time I give it a really good. This time, and wait, am I still in rage? No, probably not. All right. How long does it actually?
You have guidance. You can give yourself guidance.
That is, I spit on my hands this time, and this time they glow. So let's try that again. Strength check, and then a 1d4 on top of it.
How much is that D4?
So that should be a total
17
of
in total. Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
You see a large natural pool brimming with turquoise water bubbles at the center of the chamber. Steam coils off the water's surface, rising to a vent in the cave ceiling. The water itself sparkles with an inviting, tranquil glow.
Hey guy, what do you know about this? Oh, I don't have his jar.
I was gonna say I would have probably brought his jar back to you.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Noticing he's still sitting at the elevator.
Hey, what's with the hot springs here, guy?
Oh, they're very nice. We would often go in there after a long, hard day's work. You could dump my ashes in there.
Can I do like an Arcana check or make sure this isn't some mystical?
Sure.
I was actually gonna ask him outright before you dumped him.
Sure.
I'm gonna.
I was just gonna straight up hey, Brent, before you dump his ashes, the old act was it? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with such linguistics, but those waters over there, are they just natural, normal spring waters, or is there something more mystical about them?
Go take us inside and you'll see.
Yeah, I'm definitely rolling that Arcana check.
I will peek over here and I will call for Echo and Nyx to join us in the lavatory.
That's a big fat 8. for me on Arcana.
The Betsy the Badger.
That's the badger. We're all in the bathroom. All we need now is like some cocaine or something.
Somebody
to
named-
like a-
Somebody named the Badger. Somebody named her.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Pepsi.
She
That's what he was calling her, wasn't it?
she rushes in. She's about to leap in if no one stops her.
Whoa, girl, whoa. I kind of like gently put on her, like when you're trying to keep a dog from like
Make
getting
it
out.
make a dex check to see if you're quick enough.
All right. Ooh, I have advantage on dex. Oh wait, that's dex saving throws. Oh no, I don't catch her at all.
Nope, she hops in and starts swimming around.
Like how's the water, girl?
She looks happy. She's
All
never
right.
not looked happy.
All right. Like,
Take
hey,
me
Nick,
with
set the-
you.
All right, we'll bring you with. Everyone, come in. I want to just dip like a finger in, just like a centimeter.
I hold my arm outstretched and open to Echo.
It feels very nice.
Okay.
You do what? I'm sorry. My brain's not working today.
Grum outstretches his arm in your direction and holds an open palm for you to take towards the hot spring area.
Yeah, sure. She'll take your hand.
Whee!
Nix, are you coming?
I'm coming.
I think you should grab her hand and we all run in and jump.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yes,
I'll hold out
let's
my
all do
hand for
it.
Nick.
Ready? 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
go. That's
All
the
right.
fastest you've seen Grum move all day.
After
By the way.
Dragging both of us.
after you guys jump in, I just shrug my shoulders. I like hold the jar. It's still closed, but I jump in with it. And and I'm sitting down and I have the jar sitting up like halfway up, like the jar itself is just chilling in the hot tub.
All right. Well, it's already more or less unsealed, so the water feels magically warm, and you can just like feel your muscles relaxing. The stress, the tension, all just kind of eases out.
That's pretty good. I hope this isn't where the privies drain into.
Make an insight check.
Yeah, sure.
I'd rather not. Yeah, I'd rather not know.
Yeah, it's just
Don't
not.
ask, don't
not
tell.
there.
I don't think that's what that means.
No, it's not, but it's all good.
How long would you like to spend in the hot tub?
So is Holjack still here? He hasn't dissipated yet?
So his spiritual form is kind of in the jar, and the water seems to be coming awfully close to the top of the jar.
I want to pop it open, and but not let any water get out. Just kind of hold it up like a beer, and chill in the hot tub with a beer.
While he's chilling in the hot tub with us, can I take a sip of the hot tub water before somebody pees in it?
Dude, you don't drink the water.
Look at the badger.
Bro,
Look
Already
at the
done that.
badger. Look at the badger.
bro.
He might have
everyone's
already
like-
peed in it.
Oh well, I made my choice.
No, it's
just to
all.
warn you, I'm really sweaty, man. And so like my balls water's in here. Everyone's taint sweat is now in here, and you drank it.
I have spoken.
That's on you. That's on you.
So y'all probably don't know, but Grum was like living in the wilds for like a year or so. So he's used to like having to do whatever you have to do.
I don't think this was something you had to do.
It doesn't gross enough.
All right. Because I was like my people weren't the most civilized, but at the same time, I was raised by Pip's family, so they taught me not to drink bathwater.
You hear a murmur from the jar that says, "Now dip me in. A deal's a deal.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
vet
We
will-
just got some questions first.
The vent will carry me out."
All right, hold on. Just a couple of questions. All right, you helped us. We're gonna let you go. Just give us a few more minutes of your time while we're all relaxing in here. Uh, you know, we just want to know how you ended up with the mind flayers. How did you encounter mind flayers?
They assaulted the rest a long time ago when they established their kingdom.
And
They
well, what
didn't
happened
like
to
me
you?
very much.
Obviously, man, did they kill the others and just said, "I just want to torture you forever"?
You feel a sense of sadness coming from the jar, and he says, "Many died. My suffering has long been endured."
Oh, I'm sorry. And I pat the top of the jar.
It's the mind flayers have long since gone, their kingdom fallen to ashes.
Well, hey, buddy, I'll make a promise to you, okay? First mind flayer I see, I'm gonna kill in your honor.
I accept.
All right, what do you think, guys? Should he join us in the hot tub?
Grum
I think he's
is
earned
like,
his rest.
Huh?
I think he's earned his rest.
All right, before I pour him out, I look at Grum and say, "Don't drink the water."
Grum is already like fully submerged up to like it's just up to the bottom of his nose, so he can still breathe through his nose, but he's that far underneath blowing bubbles.
I'm gonna like start pouring them out, but I'm gonna say like just some kind of funeral chant that under my breath, in giant that my tribe usually says when someone dies.
As you do, you see his soul kind of elongate out into the waters and swirl around for a second and slowly dissipate as you chant. Is there anything specific you chant?
It's mostly just like a little chant and blessing about finding peace, finding rest. Kind of meant to like send. It's specific to tortured souls, actually, kind of like people who had a hard death. Kind of like is like don't come back vengeful as a vengeful spirit, but also just be at peace, be at rest, go someplace a better place.
And as you do, the soul in the water slowly breaks up and goes up through the vent into the vapors, and you feel a sense of rest as your newly acquainted friend vanishes. And as everybody's in the water, please everybody heal. Let's roll it from this screen. Everybody heal 3 points of damage.
Yay.
And would you all like to continue on, or would you all like to call it?
I think I'm gonna have to call it. I have an early morning.
It seems like a good place to call it.
Yeah.
I've got to finish cleaning up the stuff. Lovely little puppies.
Mine was sleeping the entire time.
Oh, puppies. I put mine in her crate because I'm not upstairs to watch her and I don't trust her.
So when I'm here, they're fine. They just like want to lie down and just watch whatever I'm doing. When they're not here or when you pull them in from the outside too soon, the energy is just way too much. And they go.
Gotcha. I think mine got a little too much action last night when we took her over to the grandparents' house.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, his parents have 2 dogs of their own. And then he has his dog, and then I have Wendy the puppy. And they were all running around causing chaos over at their house.
As puppies do.
Yeah. So I think she's exhausted from playing too hard last night.
I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving?
It was all right. I mean, it was good. I think the family.
I'm
I think
actually
we're-
proud of my wife and I. This was our first one doing everything by ourselves and from scratch, and we built it. So that's on the back.
Yay!
How does marriage feel?
You know, he asked me the same question, and I'm saying the same thing. It feels the same, not in a bad way. It's just like we've already been doing what we've been doing, and it's just like what's going to change? You know, nothing.
Yeah, I get that. All right, guys, I'm
But,
gonna get some rest.
yeah.
Sorry, don't mean to cut
Have
it
a
off
good
there.
night.
No, you're good, man. Go get some sleep.
Yes.
I actually got to go too. I got pictures to do tomorrow.
Everybody have
Ooh.
a good night. We'll convene again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
All right.
You're
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Bye, guys.
Good night.